The street will eat you if you let your ego defeat you. With this, I'll leave you.
Ego is the enemy. It's what separates the humble and supported from the hated. The ones who have fallen from grace because of the loss of humanity associated with idolizing your ego. What is ego? And why does having a big ego lead to the downfall of so many? How can I overcome it? Valid questions. All will be answered in this video. Watch until the end to find out how you can come out on top. How you will be the king of your ego. Ego is defined as a person's sense of self-esteem or self-importance. And on the surface, this explanation sounds innocent. Everyone needs to have a good self-esteem and consider themselves important. That would be correct. But with the pursuit of higher self-esteem or self-importance comes an obsession with the ego. Growing your ego gets addictive, and the more validation you get from others, the more obsessed you become. Ego isn't entirely a bad thing since it can yield positive results, such as an elevated sense of happiness and pride within yourself. These are both things that grow your confidence and make you better. But when you get too caught up in pursuing them, you get the opposite of what you really want. An obsession with your ego takes all of the positive effects of having an ego and reverses them. Everything comes crashing down when you let your ego consume you. Many people seek out ego because they want to feel better about themselves. They want to shine in the face of others and look way more elevated than they really are. This stems from insecurity more than anything. When you overexert your ego, you become exhausted. You find it hard to engage in good habits, and you become a way more shallow person. A person who cares too much about what others think. A person who sees even their peers as below them. That ruins most of your relationships and makes you a hard person to be around. The reason why having a big ego leads to your downfall is simply because of one thing and one thing only. No one wants to be around a jackass. By jackass, I mean someone who is self-consumed, selfish, and narcissistic. You never get far being too consumed in yourself, and soon your life comes crashing down. You need to let go of your ego. Be the one who masters it, instead of having things be the other way around. So how do we do this? To conquer your ego is a very simple task. First, you need to stop comparing yourself to other people. I know in this internet-driven world, we are bombarded with millions of posts from people doing better than us. We can't help but compare their lives on the internet to our lives offline. We forget that people only post their best pictures on the net. We should let go of our comparison and focus more on self-discovery to protect our ego from being attacked or pushed too far. Next, you need to give up on trying to control everything. Life is unpredictable, and the more you obsess on controlling everything and being in the driver's seat, the more you realize how insignificant you truly are. Let go of the nagging voice from your ego telling you everything must be done your way. Admit that you don't have it all figured out, and that's okay. That rhymed. The last and most important thing you need to do to become the king of your ego is to humble yourself by always being a student. Always be in a situation where you are always facing challenges. Try to find places where you are the least accomplished person in the room. Look up instead of down towards people. This helps you grow further by learning from the best, and it also helps you let go of your ego by admitting that you aren't the best. You are not the center of the world, and again, that's okay.